A lot of my students and my investors, my passive investors, they ask me, Vinny, do we have 1031 exchanges that have any rules that we need to abide by? Yes, there are. Well, 1031 exchanges have rules that must be followed in order to qualify for the tax deferral benefit. These rules include lots of them. First of all, the timing requirement. Exchange must beat these numbers. You can theoretically do an unlimited number of 1031 exchanges to maintain the tax deferred status of the exchange. Certain conditions must be met. Additionally, all exchanges must take place within 180 days, and you must comply with the IRC code 1031 guidelines from IRS to be completed within 180 days of the sale of the relinquished property, or 45 days from receipt of the proceeds if extended by IRS. So that's the number one timing requirement, we call it. That second one is type of the property exchange. The properties exchange must be like-kind properties. They must be used for investment or business purposes only. Residential properties, single family where we live, they are not tax deferred. We cannot do that. We have to pay taxes on the equity gains. Of course, those are laws of 250,000 each of the husband and wife and all. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss that here. But ownership of the exchange property, the same taxpayer must own both the relinquished and the replacement property. That's the ownership restriction. Then maximum amount of the debt. Total debt allowed is limited to the total debt on the relinquished property. That's the rule also. And then qualified intermediary requirements. That's really big also. A qualified intermediary, QI we call it, must be used to provide the exchange services and hold the exchange funds. They cannot hit our bank accounts and then commingled or anything like that. Exchange proceeds, that's another rule, and timelines. Exchange proceeds must be received and held by the QI before they are used to purchase the replacement property. So exchange proceeds have to be sheltered by them and overlooked by them. Then qualified replacement property, the acquisition of the replacement property must meet the requirements of both a like-kind exchange and a qualified replacement property. So those are the two stipulations. It's really great to get a intermediary set up because they can guide you through, and your CPA will be able to guide you, and like they have done it for me. And the reinvestment of all exchange proceeds. All exchange proceeds must be reinvested in the replacement property. No cash can be distributed to the taxpayer's boot unless the exchange fails. And then only you get that. And then the identification of the replacement property rule, which is the replacement property must be identified within 45 days from the sale of the relinquished property, and the exchange must be completed within 180 days. And then the last one is the maximum number of properties. Generally, no more than 3 properties may be identified, and an unlimited number of properties may be receiving the exchange, may be received in the exchange. Hope this was helpful for you.